Yo, hello everyone. Here we are in the fourth video of this series. It's the last that will come out this week. I know that some of you may be already tired of these videos. Some may be excited. I'm not sure. I will have to see what you think of it since I'm pre-recording all of this. And during the upcoming days, I will see if actually you are enjoying them or not. Hopefully you are. And yeah, here we are. We will try to reach the third arena, Barbarian Bowl. And this is the deck we have. We don't want to make any changes for now. There is nothing that we actually want to change. We could switch the Valkyrie for a mini P.E.K.K.A, but I actually love the mini P.E.K.K.A. It's probably the best card in the deck as of right now. It counters the Giant, which is the only win condition that people are playing. So yeah, let's jump into the first game of the video, and hopefully we can win them all as quickly as possible, just to get smoothly to Arena 3. Here we are. Let's go with Bomber from the back. The opponent is waiting, so I'm not sure if he is not playing or if he actually has something in mind, or, you know, I don't know. Usually people don't wait in lower arenas. It's a good strategy in higher arenas, because making the first move is often risky, and you know, so it's better sometimes to just wait. But in lower arenas people don't care and usually rush right from the beginning, which this person did not do. So let's see if he's actually a good player or if he was just lagging. He counters the minions with nice arrows. Let's go for a Bomber from the back again, and let's see what he will do. He has the mini P.E.K.K.A. Like, the deck we are playing against is almost always the same, so nothing crazy. Those goblins were really bad. Maybe he doesn't know yet how some troops in the game work, because he keeps putting swarm cards in front of the Bomber, which is the reason why I have Bomber in my deck. Alright, we are taking both towers, and I don't see him stopping all of that and actually preventing us from taking the main tower as well. So that's great. First match out of the way. I will probably cut through some games. Let's just unlock the tombstone. And yeah, as I was saying before, I will probably just not show all the games that I'm playing to get to Barbarian Bowl, because there are still 5 to get there. I would love to get there in this video, and if I would play like my usual 3-4 games, we would not get there. So just not to bore you with 6 long games in Arena 2, I will just cut some parts or some games entirely, because as you can see, it's more or less always the same thing. Nothing new happens. I'm pretty sure I gave almost all the tips I could have given for the first 2 to 3 arenas, and for now I'm not even changing the deck, because, you know, the cards are the best cards we could play. We have them in the deck already. Here it's the first time in the series where we actually are lower on elixir than our opponent. I'm pretty sure that mini P.E.K.K.A got so much value. So yeah, let's focus up a bit. The opponent goes for a Giant from the back, which is a good play. Again, as I said in the past videos, it's an exaggeration because it's not something crazy, but usually people in lower arenas go for everything on the bridge. But actually going from a Giant from the back allows you to regain back your elixir, and having elixir to actually support your Giant. If you go for Giant on the bridge, you will have just, you know, 5 elixir to support it. If you go from the back, you can regain all your elixir and actually give it proper support. So that's something you definitely need to consider if you try to make a substantial push in the game. Alright, here we will take some mask damage. Nothing crazy, but still taking some damage, which is not happening too often in this series for now. This opponent is not playing the worst, but also not the best. I mean, I'm not expecting anyone to play like top tier level gameplay here, but oh no, we activated the King Tower, I'm pretty sure. Doesn't matter. The Musk is doing some nice damage there. Let's kite the mini P.E.K.K.A to the side. Goblins should take care of it. That's why I put goblins there. They are so good against the mini P.E.K.K.A. If you unlock the skeleton army, definitely make sure to swap out the goblins for the skeleton army. The skeleton army in lower arenas is definitely much better. So if you have it, make sure to use it. It's great. Here, it's the first time in the series that we actually go into sudden death. I don't know if I have to explain what sudden death is, but basically, if we actually want to give an explanation, it basically means that the first person to take a tower wins. So yeah, and the game ends in the specific moment where any of the players gets a tower. So yeah, probably you already know. I'm not explaining such basic stuff, but you never know. Let's jump into the next game. We are against Eric. I will go for a bomber. The opponent goes for a really aggressive giant. This is what I was talking about before. If you go for a giant on the bridge, you won't have a lot of elixir to actually support it and make a nice push. Like, he only put a musketeer behind it and he couldn't afford anything else. So sometimes it's just better to go for a giant in the back. I know I'm not doing it in this series because building a big push just takes a lot of time and I don't have time to waste on such stuff right now. But if I was actually trying to play correctly, as someone should, going every time with troops on the bridge is not the way. It won't get you, anywhere, basically. So yeah, but right now I know I can do it because the opponents are struggling to defend a push which consists of giant and mini P.E.K.K.A behind it. So I'm just, taking advantage of this. Let's jump into the next game. We have 400 gold right here, really nice. We cannot upgrade anything. I will definitely not complain about that gold that is accumulating. I will definitely need it sooner or later. Here, alright, he went for a giant at the same moment that I went for bomber, and bomber here would be so nice to kill all those spear goblins, but luckily we have minions. And again, giant is definitely not a good play here, but just because the opponents usually struggle to defend a giant mini P.E.K.K.A push at this arena. If the mini P.E.K.K.A would actually try to kill that mini P.E.K.K.A of the opponent, would be great. Alright, the opponent actually defended. Good for him. And now we will have to defend. Let's go for a musketeer and a bomber, which should splash on the archers. Really interesting fireball by him. Probably it was supposed to hit the bomber, but the bomber actually died, so he fireballed nothing. And the Musk gets one nice shot. I will go for mini P.E.K.K.A. It was kind of a prediction. I knew that he would go for giant more or less in the next few seconds. Now I will go for a giant, even though I did not really like that play that much, but it's fine. We have a quite healthy giant going for the tower. He used archers not in the best way possible because he put them right on top of our mini P.E.K.K.A and goblins. So yeah, if you have ranged troops like musketeer or archers, definitely try to utilize their range. Don't put them right on top of a big push because you're not using them as they are supposed to be used. Like, I guess there are some situations where putting archers on top may work, but that was definitely not that kind of situation for the opponent. Yeah, let's keep going. We are against Alco. If he doesn't do anything, I will go for a giant in the back. He goes for archers, so let's counter them with the musketeer. The musketeer will also take care of the goblins, which he fireballs. good fireball by him. Let's go for a giant, just to tank some damage from those spear goblins, which actually get one shot by the tower. And he goes for a goblin hut. I don't know if I need to give this kind of suggestion, but usually it's better to put buildings around the middle of the map, around here, rather than on the bridge, because, you know, it's just overall a better placement. They won't die as quickly, as you can see here, that the goblin hut did not last even 5 seconds. Like, it's still longer than what I would last, but it's not that long at all in the game. Yeah, we are actually 3-crowning the guy already, so a really quick game. That's what we love to see. And let's just keep going. We have 2 games to go, I'm pretty sure, or 1, I did not see. Hopefully only 1, but I'm pretty sure this guy will give us 29 trophies, so unfortunately we will have to play 2 more games, this one and another one, because we will be 1 trophy short from getting to Arena 3. Let's kite the mini P.E.K.K.A to the side, so that the musketeer has more time to actually kill it, and the musketeer also takes care of the minions. And now, since he used the goblin hut on the right side, the mini P.E.K.K.A, the minions and all this stuff, we can go for a nice push, even though, as you see, the Valkyrie is a really good card. I still prefer the mini P.E.K.K.A, but as you can see, it dealt so much damage on our mini P.E.K.K.A and the giant and the musketeer. Like, it completely destroyed our push. The opponent goes for arrows, which is fine. Let's go for bomber in the same side as his goblin hut, since he'll probably play it again. Let's go for musketeer, and let's see what he will do. If he decides to kill the bomber, alright, he does, we can do something like that, which, if you don't know, is called kiting, because you kite the troops to the other side. Specifically this time we used a giant, but you can use a lot of different troops. The most common one, which everyone knows, is the ice golem, because it's only 2 elixir, so it allows you to kite troops to the other side for a really cheap price. It's its main use, basically. If someone uses ice golem, it's mostly for the kiting abilities it has. Anyways, we are not in a great spot. We are actually losing, so gotta focus right here and actually try to win. The opponent is helping out here because he fireballed nothing. Let's go for aggressive giant with mini P.E.K.K.A. Hopefully he won't be able to defend it. Let's arrow everything. If he goes for goblins, the bomber takes care of everything, which is great. I love the bomber as a card. Like, for only 2 elixir, it gives so much value. Like, it's crazy. Here we can go. Interesting fireball by the opponent. Let's go for minions, giant, mini P.E.K.K.A, and pretty sure we are good. Yeah, his mini P.E.K.K.A is dead. Let's go for a second musketeer. He is trying desperately to defend, but it's not working out for him, unfortunately, but fortunately for us. He fireballs. He should just give up at this point and give us the win. Thank you very much, sir. And yeah, as I was saying before, we are just 1 trophy short of getting to Arena 3. Really unfortunate, so let's play 1 last game. So yeah, finally we got to Barbarian Bowl. It was quite a quick 600 trophies. This is the deck we reached them with. If you wanna take a look, if you wanna get some inspiration, if you're still in those lower arenas and for some reason you are struggling. But I was saying in the beginning, in the first videos, it's not the deck usually that matters in the first arenas, but mostly the understanding of the basics of the game. So try to mostly focus on them, not really the deck in itself. But this deck definitely works. Other than that, this is the last video of this week on this series. If you have any suggestions after these 4 videos have been out already, and you know, you have some idea on what kind of you know, thing I'm going for, you can give me some suggestions in the comments. I really want to hear your feedback on that, just to know if I should keep going, if you're enjoying this, if there is something I should change, if there is something you don't like. Definitely let me know. I know I'm insisting on that, but I really care. I really want to make this series as better as possible and interesting and informative for all the people that maybe need help in lower arenas. Anyways, thank you so much for getting this far into the video. For the people that were waiting for videos with the main account, they will come back tomorrow. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.